Menjadi disabilitas itu adalah keniscayaan.
Yeah.
Everyone's born different, and everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. We need to appreciate them as a human being. We need to realize that nobody's perfect, either it's from physically or mentally. And we need to realize that they don't want to be born with the physical or mentally limitation. First of all, we need to know the definition of disabled person.
Disabled people based on Article 1 Subarticle Law No. 8 of 2016. Persons with disabilities are any person who has long-term physical, mental, intellectual and/or sensory impairments who may face various challenges and barriers in their interaction with their surroundings to be able to fully and effectively participate together with other citizens on the basis of equal rights. With that definition, it is clear who is someone that can be called a disabled person is everyone that has a physical, mental, intellectual, and sensory limitation. Phrase and or in the sentence means that someone can be disabled with one or more disabilities. Person can be included as disabilities. Based on the World Report on Disability, WHO 2011, around 15 out of 100 around the world are disabled people. Also based on Susena's data in 2018, there were 14.2% of Indonesia's population with disabilities or 30.38 million people.
It's so unfair when the work and employer didn't want to give opportunity and chance to the disabled person to work. And it caused discrimination and social gap in the society.
And welfare issues. To us, those numbers are huge enough, and it shows us that we live next to them on our daily basis. These people have their own needs and they have to work to fulfill their livelihood or sometimes also their family. In Indonesia, most disabled are rejected on job applications. Only certain companies that employ disabled, that is some state-owned enterprise, BUMN, or private company. Whereas ideally, every company must employ at least one person with a disability who meets the job requirements and job qualifications as a worker in their company for.
It will cause a discrimination if employer only want to accept and give opportunity to people that physically perfect. And it will cause the discrimination because how about the disabled people? Disabled people cannot achieve their dreams. They have their own needs that need to be fulfilled by working, and they need to get paid because of their working. Second, it will cause a social gap. If disabled people cannot get work and get paid, it will cause a social gap. It means that the disabled people can become poor because of their condition that they don't want to.
Companies unfair if employers did not employ disabled, since they have to get work, earn money to fulfill their needs. Normatively, there are actually several legal instruments that were born to protect the rights of people with disabilities to work, such as Law No. 13 of 2003 concerning manpower, which prohibits discrimination against people with disabilities. In fact, Law No. 4 1997 on persons with disabilities further emphasizes that right. There are also some international provisions that provide protection for disabled, such as the CRDP. Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and its optional protocol, 8 Res. 61-106, were enacted on December 13, 2006 at the United Nations headquarters in New York, and opened for signature on March 30, 2007.
As an example, Gus Dur, our ex-president, he got blind because the sickness that he didn't want to. He became president and he can give contribution to Indonesia. First of all, such as he can give the Chinese ethnic in Indonesia Chinese New Year as a holiday, and he raised PNS fund and up to 125% and many else.
There are so many countries throughout the world that have disability laws and acts. Disability laws and acts are legal instruments that help governments eliminate discrimination against people with disabilities and remove impediments to their full enjoyment of their rights and social inclusion. Opportunities to get equal status, rights and obligations for persons with disabilities can only be realized if accessibility is available, i.e., a facility for persons with disabilities to achieve equal opportunities in obtaining equal positions, rights and obligations. So it is necessary to make efforts to provide accessibility for persons with disabilities.
Therefore, employ the disabled people give a lot of benefit, and that is why we need to employ disabled people and give opportunity for them as the others. Thank you.